Shame is not merely an emotion, it is a social execution. When someone tries to shame you in public, they are not just insulting your choices, your appearance, or your past. They are performing a ritualistic murder of your identity. They are attempting to strip you of your status and cast you into the outer darkness of the tribe. You know the feeling, the sudden prickly heat rising up the back of your neck. The room goes silent and the air feels heavy, like a physical weight pressing against your chest. In an instant, you feel microscopic, while everyone else in the room seems to grow into a towering giant. Your instinct screams at you. Your amygdala is firing like a siren, telling you to do one of three things: fight, flee, or, worst of all, apologize. But here is the brutal truth that most people will never understand. The moment you react, you are dead. The moment you try to prove you aren't what they say you are, you have already accepted their frame. You are dancing to their music. You are a puppet, and they are pulling the strings of your insecurity. But what if you didn't play along? What if there was a way to take that burning, heavy energy of shame and, with a single psychological shift, turn it back on them with such force that it leaves them exposed, terrified, and wishing they had never opened their mouth? This is not the dark art of manipulation. This is the high path of Stoic mastery. For this chapter of your journey, you must perform surgery on your social instincts. You must dismantle the attacker not with insults, but with presence. You must build an inner citadel so reinforced that the insults of men will bounce off you like pebbles off a mountain. By the end of this journey, you won't just know how to handle shame. You will have rendered it impossible for anyone to ever shame you again. To destroy the power of shame, you must first understand its biology. In tribal times, shame meant exile. Exile meant you died alone in the woods. Your brain still thinks it's 10,000 years ago. When someone says, "Why are you wearing that?" or "Everyone here knows you're lying," your body prepares for a life-threatening threat. The shamer is banking on your biology. They want you to stutter. They want you to look at the floor. They have cast you as the fool in their play. But the Stoic mind overrides instinct with reason. Shame is a projection. The first realization you must master is this: their attack has nothing to do with you. Nothing. A happy, powerful person never needs to make someone else feel small. Only a desperate person, someone who feels their own status slipping, needs to use your pain as fuel to feel alive. When they attack you, they are actually confessing. They are revealing that they view you as a threat that needs to be neutralized. Once you see their attack as a symptom of their weakness, the heat on your neck vanishes. You stop being the victim. You become the observer. And the observer is the most dangerous person in any room. The average person cannot tolerate a vacuum. When an insult lands, a vacuum is created. Most people rush to fill it with nervous laughter or defensive words. The Stoic uses the vacuum as a teacher. When the insult is delivered, you do nothing. You do not blink. You do not look away. You do not smile or frown. You go completely still. You look them directly in the eyes with a flat, bored, clinical stare. Count to 3 in your head. 1, 2, 3. In those 3 seconds, the power dynamic of the room shifts tectonically. The audience is waiting for your reaction. When it doesn't come, they look back at the attacker. The attacker expected a hit, but they hit nothing but air. They start to panic. They wonder, did he hear me? Is he crazy? Why isn't he scared? You have refused to pick up the burden they threw at you, so it falls at their feet. You turn the volume up on their disrespect until it becomes deafening to everyone else. By doing nothing, you become a black hole. You absorb their energy and give nothing back. This is the void. In this silence, their power evaporates. Once you have held the silence long enough to make the room uncomfortable, you speak. But you do not defend. Defense is an admission of guilt. If I say you are a thief and you scream, "I am not a thief," you have just associated yourself with thievery in the minds of the audience. Instead, you use Stoic inquiry. You treat their insult as a behavior to be analyzed. You act like a doctor observing a patient in a mental asylum who has just had an outburst. If they say, "Wow, you really messed that up, didn't you?" the weak response is, "No, I was just trying to..." The Stoic response is a tilt of the head and a calm, "Are you okay? You seem really upset about this." Notice what happened. We are no longer talking about your mistake. We are talking about their instability. I have framed myself as the calm adult and you as the emotional, unstable child. Suddenly, the microscope is on them. They have to explain themselves. And remember, the one who is explaining is the one who is losing. Sometimes the shamer is right. Maybe you did fail. If you try to hide it, they own you. If you own it with arrogance, you disarm the bullet. If they say, "You're so arrogant," you smile and say, "I know, it's my best quality." When you are not ashamed of yourself, you become Teflon. The mud slides right off, and the person throwing it ends up with dirty hands. Shame is a performance for an audience. The attacker wants the crowd to agree that you are on the bottom rung of the ladder. Most people try to win over the attacker. The Stoic wins the crowd by ignoring the battle. People despise victims, but they worship strength. When someone berates you and you remain calm, the crowd instinctively shifts to your side because you look like the leader. You can use triangulation. They insult you. You don't look at them. You look at a third party in the room, give a tiny, subtle smirk, and a look that says, "Can you believe this guy?" You share a secret joke with the audience at the attacker's expense. You make the attacker the outsider. You signal to the tribe, "He is trying too hard. He is not one of us." In the laws of power, the person trying the least is the person with the most power. Be the rock. Let them be the wind. The wind eventually tires itself out. The rock remains. Some people are energy vampires. If you fight them, they win. For these people, you use the nuclear option. You delete them from reality. They speak, and you continue what you were doing as if a breeze just blew through the window. You don't look at them. You don't flinch. You turn your back and speak to someone else. If they are standing right in front of you, you look through them at the wall behind their head. This is not the silent treatment. The silent treatment is an emotional reaction that says, "I am hurt." This is active indifference. It says, "You are so beneath my notice that my brain does not even register you as a biological entity." Attack acknowledges existence. Indifference denies it. They will get louder and more desperate. Let them. The louder they get while you remain oblivious, the crazier they look to the rest of the world. Techniques are useless if your soul is fragile. If you are trembling inside, they will smell it. To truly destroy anyone who shames you, you must first destroy the part of you that craves their validation. Why does shame hurt? Because you have given an outsider the keys to your self-worth. You are letting someone who doesn't know your history audit your value. Why do you trust their judgment more than your own? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. A man of virtue knows what he is. If you know you are a lion and someone calls you a mouse, you aren't offended. You're amused. It's a category error. You must face the things you are ashamed of. Your past, your body, your bank account. Bring them into the light. Accept them. The moment you accept your own flaws, you become invincible because the shamer has no ammunition left. They can only hurt you with the truth you are hiding from. Hide nothing, and they can hurt nothing. Sometimes silence isn't enough. Sometimes you need to cut, but you must cut like a surgeon, not a butcher. One precise incision. The first lethal response is the who frame. They insult you. You ask, "Who are you trying to impress right now?" This exposes their performance instantly. The second is the repeat command. I'm sorry. Say that again. I didn't catch that. Forcing someone to repeat an insult makes it sound rehearsed, petty and weak. The second time, it never lands. The third is the validation trap. Smile compassionately and say, I know things are hard for you right now. You don't have to take it out on me. Frame their attack as a cry for help. Pity is more humiliating to a narcissist than hatred. How you end the interaction is everything. Do not linger. Once you have deployed the silence or the surgical strike, turn your attention completely away. Withdraw your attention. It is the most valuable resource in the room. We live in a digital coliseum of constant judging and shaming. If you do not have these defenses, you will be eaten. Learning these tactics is not about becoming evil. It is about protecting your light. It is about building a perimeter around your mind, so the toxic waste of other people's insecurities cannot touch you. When you know you can handle shame, you become fearless. You stop asking for permission to exist. Shame is a cage. These techniques are the key. If you have reached this final chapter, you are no longer the person you were when this video began. You have chosen to step out of the arena of mindless shouting and into the sanctuary of deliberate thought. You are part of an incredibly rare group, those who value the quiet power of truth over the cheap, fleeting applause of the crowd. You are ready to build your iron mind, stone by stone, question by question. But the journey of a Stoic is never walked alone. We are a community of seekers, a fortress of iron minds standing against the tide of chaos. If this journey into the depths of Socratic wisdom has spoken to your soul, if you feel the spark of reason catching fire within you, I want you to make a public commitment to your growth. Leave a comment below with 3 simple, powerful words. I choose awareness. Let that be your digital signature, a pact between you and your higher self. It is your vow to never again let an unexamined thought rule your life. But don't stop there. This community thrives on the strength we give one another. I invite you to share your own light. Drop a motivational sentence or a personal mantra in the comments that keeps you grounded when the world gets loud. Whether it is a quote from the masters or a truth you discovered in your own struggle, your words might be the exact lifeline someone else needs to read today. Let us turn this comment section into a monument of wisdom and encouragement. If you found value in this deep dive, hit the like button. It is a small gesture, but it tells the algorithm that the world needs more logic and less noise. It helps us reach the souls who are currently drowning in anxiety and looking for an anchor. Subscribe to The Fortress. By joining us, you are choosing to feed your mind with the ancient wisdom of emperors and sages instead of the distractions of the modern age. Click the notification bell so you never miss a lecture on the path to self-mastery. And finally, if you know someone, a friend who is being haunted by an old mistake, a family member who is being manipulated by a toxic person, share this video with them. Give them the gift of the Stoic shield. Go out today and remember, the world may remember who you were, but only you decide who you are. If they try to drag you back into an old chapter, smile, breathe, and realize that you have already finished that part of the story. Stay still, stay wise, be the moon.